I remember talking to you in the evening, just saying like, I don't know if I want to race tomorrow.
I was like, well, I would prefer if you didn't. The whole time I thought I was flirting. I thought you ghosted me. Do you think it's going to be weird when we're together more?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting that answer.
No.
Well, I don't know if they do this for you, but a lot of people tell me it's time for you to retire. Just go be with Alex.
Yeah, and have kids.
We can just pump the brakes on the deep conversation now. Hi there, and welcome to What's the Point with Mikaela Shiffrin, brought to you by Stifel Financial. Beyond sponsoring this podcast, Stifel has quickly become one of the leading supporters of snow sports, raising prize money, helping athletes with partnerships and financial resources, and working to grow the visibility of our sports. This year, Stifel renewed as title sponsor for U.S. Ski and Snowboard through 2034, which is just incredible. Their support means so much to us, and we are really, truly grateful. Stifel, where success meets success. I am so excited for today's guest on my very first episode, someone who really doesn't need an introduction, but I will give him one anyway. Aleksander Aamodt Kilde is one of the greatest speed skiers of our generation. And yes, I did try to say that with my best Norwegian accent. We're working on it, okay? Just go easy on me. He is a two-time Olympic medalist, a two-time World Championship medalist, the 2020 overall World Cup champion, and a multiple World Cup Globe winner in both downhill and Super G. Over the course of his career, he's racked up more than 20 World Cup victories and over 40 podiums. And what makes his story even more remarkable is how he's come back from major setbacks, including knee surgeries. And currently, he's working to return to ski racing from a life-altering crash at Wengen World Cup in January 2024, where he sustained a life-threatening lower leg injury with nerve damage, as well as a complete rupture of the rotator cuff and capsule. He's always working to become faster, stronger, work smarter, more determined. His resilience and his positivity have inspired fans, teammates, and competitors, and especially me. And yes, on top of all of that, he also happens to be my fiancé. So Alex, it is so good to have you on the podcast.
Yeah.
Nice.
Great to be here.
Is that all you have to say?
Yeah, that's all I have to say.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is fun. This is fun,
right? How
yeah,
are you
your
doing
first
so far?
episode.
A first episode, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, a little disclaimer to everybody. For each episode, I want to do this Faster.Always rapid fire presented by Atomic, which is actually one of our shared sponsors, Atomic, the ski company. We recorded the bulk of our episode back in July in the summertime when we were actually together. And that was before we had the concept for Faster.Always. So we need to come back and re-record this segment of the show, as well as just a couple more questions. And so this is really a two-part podcast that we're just gonna put all together. So without further ado, this is the Faster.Always rapid fire presented by Atomic. What is your favorite downhill track?
I have three ones.
Three ones?
Three ones.
Are you from Norway? Do you have three ones?
Starting off great. Well, I have three different ones.
Okay.
They're all my favorite.
Okay,
They're
go
all
ahead.
my favorite. Okay,
Zero.
I have to start
Rapid
with
fire. Rapid
I have to start
fire.
with Beaver Creek being number one.
Yeah.
The first number one. Then I have Kvitfjell, the third number one. No, well, second number one. And the third number one is Valgardena.
Oh, Valgardena.
Yeah.
And Valgardena was your first podium or your first victory or both? No. Yes.
First podium for sure. First victory was Garmisch.
Garmisch. I knew that. I did know
Yes,
that.
you do.
We've talked about that a lot.
Have we?
Yeah, like a couple of times at least.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. We've gone back and watched
brought it
your
up
video
once.
from Garmisch. Okay. What is one thing you can't travel without?
Ski boots.
That's fair. Well,
to
in the
Maui, it's
summertime?
probably not really ski boots. I guess like something to listen to, like Spotify music.
You can't travel without
iPhone.
music. Cannot travel without music. Yeah, that's fair.
It's not fair?
Yeah, that's fair. There's no right answers or wrong answers.
No.
So yeah, that's great. What's your first memory on skis?
First memory on skis? Must have been from where I grew up. Skiing with family in our neighborhood. Small little hill with only one T-bar. Yeah. Family skiing, you know, just cruising around, having fun.
Yeah. Mountains or ocean?
Ocean.
Yeah. Me too. In case you were
I just
wondering.
think it's weird saying that as a skier because we're in the mountains all the time and we basically do what we love in the mountains. But also, I feel like the ocean is it's great.
It's healing.
It's awesome to be.
And we're not used to being at the ocean, so then it's like even more special. Maybe.
I agree.
Could that be something to it?
Yeah, 100%.
Do you think if you lived at the ocean, then the mountains would be more special?
I think maybe if you did a sport on the water, so if you're a sailor or surfer or whatever, then maybe you would like to be in the mountains because it's somewhere like get some distance. It's usually vacation, usually time with family, friends. Maybe, I don't know.
Who is your biggest idol in ski racing?
Well, I like to have my idols on people that I sort of know and got to know over the years. So it's hard for me to pick out one, but it has to be, I think, Kjetil Jansrud and Axel Svindal being my teammates, you know, traveling around with them for some years, and also the first years how they opened their arms, and being just the best idols and friends there is out there. So it has to be those two.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's cool that you got to train and race and spend that much time, like, personally with them. Yeah,
I feel like it was just. I remember the first camp I had with them in South America, where I was just, you know, the biggest, you know, nerve-wrack, just riding the lift with them and training with them and being around them. So, yeah, it speaks for itself. That's just big idols to me.
Yeah. The biggest nerve-wrack. That's a cute way to... I was just such a big nerve-wrack. I was a nervous wreck.
Yeah. Or just like...
Wreck. Nerve wreck.
Nerve wreck?
Wreck. I was a nervous wreck.
Nerve wreck. Yeah, nerve
I was
wreck.
saying it wrong.
Nerve wreck? That's something else.
That's something else.
That's something I can say from Norway, right? That makes maybe more sense.
Yeah. Speaking of Norway, why are you guys so obsessed with brown cheese?
Oh, because it's sweet and yummy. I don't know. And something we grew up with, right? So it's a different type of candy. And you can have it for breakfast. Yeah. With jam on top, which is very yummy with some fresh bread from the oven. It is yummy. Whatever.
I've learned to love it. Didn't love it at first. That's for sure.
No. I remember the first time I tried it, was like,
I was like, what is this? Is not cheese. And it's also not dessert. What is this?
No. It's weird because it's probably
you really
far
taste
away
like
from
goat
cheese that you
cheese
can
with
get
caramel.
because it's just caramel and sugar and and some milk maybe. I don't know what's in it, but it's
okay.
Good. It tastes really, really good.
We shouldn't ask questions about those kind of things. Just let it go.
Yeah. Just eat it.
Because it's sweet and yummy. You heard it here first, folks. If you were stuck on a remote island, which one of your competitors would you choose to be stuck with you and why? And it can't be me. It has to be a competitor.
I feel like it's important with a lot of humor, laugh, have fun. I feel like that's probably the most important thing. Yeah. And I feel like there's a lot of people that could bring that to the table. I think the most entertaining guy that I could bring is probably Adrian. That's going to be entertainment from day one.
Okay. Adrian, teammate, competitor. He definitely has a just very exciting personality. He would keep you entertained for sure. That's a great answer. So on this podcast, I want to explore with each guest about this kind of concept of like what sparks their motivation, sort of what's the point. Mm-hmm. Basically, it would be to help me gain perspective about what other people's point is for why they do what they do, why they love what they love. Mm. So I have kind of two questions for you on that topic. First of all, what do you hear or what do you think when you hear the term legacy?
When I hear the term legacy, is that you leave behind yours in your career, you've reached something very, very successful, and you've shown that hard work and passion is driven to the point where you are, and that you've left yourself a legacy of showing that to the world, and also that it's something you can be proud of to look back at. I don't know. Yeah. I feel like it's hard to describe.
It's fine. Like, the reason I'm asking is that I've been asked for years. We've talked about this, but like I've been asked for years now. I think the first time I got asked about my legacy was like when I was 17 or 18. And, you know, people started saying, well, you know, what do you think? What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind in the sport? And I'm like, I'm 18. How am I supposed to know that?
Yeah.
And
I'm 33 and I don't even know.
Yeah. And I'm 30 now and I don't really know how to answer that question. So it's mostly just hearing like other people's definition of legacy. And there's so many interesting answers when I started asking people, just not on the podcast, but just in general. There's so many cool answers. It's like, you know, what lights you up? Your legacy is just showing the world how passionate you can be about something that really lights you up. Your legacy can be, you know, it can be philanthropic efforts. It can be all these different things. It can be just the way that you exist in the world, treating people with kindness, but also like your legacy is something you're creating over time. It's an ongoing process. That's why I never understood the question, because how can you talk about your legacy when you're still living?
Yeah. And that's probably still present, right? I feel like it's something you're still making a legacy. And it's until you die, you're making a legacy, basically. So I feel like it's just a matter of how you want to live your life, and then when you look back at it, you can think that, well, this is my legacy, and this is what I'm proud of showing others, and what everybody else is looking at it too.
Yeah,
I don't know. It can be so much.
Is this a conversation starter? Something to think about? I like to think about it. I never have a good answer for it, so I'm like, oof.
Yeah, me either. When you asked that question now, I was just like, oh.
I know, I didn't prep you with that one.
I mean, you didn't. You just threw that in there. Boom.
I just threw it in there. Tossed it in. Just a little exciting.
Tossed it in, and then you said, catch it with your left arm, and I'm just like.
Can you demonstrate what mobility you have in your shoulder right now?
Yeah. Great.
No, come on, do it seriously.
Well, that was pretty serious.
Stand up. This isn't a serious space. Good. That's great.
So I was here a couple months ago.
Yeah.
So I guess it's like 2 centimeters a month. So it's progressing, but
what did your doctor say the other day? He said he was very pleased.
Yeah, he was very stoked actually about how it looks right now, and he did not expect it to be as good at it. He did not expect it to be as good as
good as it is. He didn't expect it to be as good as it is.
Exactly. You got it. And he thought like the shoulder itself looks a lot better, like with the muscles, and it's looking more like a shoulder right now, and also that it's moving more separately. It's not just one big clump of something. It's actually working together now. So we'll see. I think it's still early to say how it's going to be competing, but we're on a good stage right now.
Yeah. I mean, you're closer than you were before.
Yeah.
And you can't always say that, right? There was a point
for sure.
last summer, you couldn't say that. You were farther away. So this is a great place to be.
It's at least somewhere we have some goals we could reach.
Yeah.
And a year ago, it was like making goals doesn't make any sense because we don't know even if that's reachable at all. So, and that's for the mental part. Very nice.
Yeah, absolutely. So to that point, what's the point of returning?
Do you want the long version, right?
You can say any version that feels close to your heart, my darling.
No, I just feel like it's being away from the sport for that long gives you a perspective of things you probably didn't think about before you got injured, or I got injured. So it's like, for me to return is more about having a purpose in my life, not just sitting and wondering what I want to do and feeling that I'm always in the wrong spot. Yeah. So for me, it's about that, just having a purpose, and also the passion for the sport and that lifestyle is huge, and I really miss it. And that's why I want to be back to it again. And I really got a good feeling now being back with the team in Chile. You know, that feeling really brought some good vibes and also some motivation into living that life again. Yeah. So that's basically why I want to come back. It's not so much about the winning part of it. The winning part of it is a big part of reaching the goals that I want to reach, but the purpose part and the passion is like, really up there. Yeah.
I remember you said something, what we talked about it like in the spring, back in March. And you were also talking about how sort of the regret you could feel if you didn't try.
Yeah, that too. I think it's just giving myself the chance to show that I got through the toughest period in my life, and also that from being a place where I'm just like, I'm not sure if I'm ever going to be able to ski downhill again competitively until, getting back to that start. And if I can show myself that and look back at it being, wow, I actually did it, that would be so awesome. And that's still a question though.
Yeah.
But it's closer than it's ever been, or at least the last 20 months. So
yeah. And at this point now, you have skied in a downhill course. You've skied in Super G courses in your speed suit, full strip, and you've, reached high speeds, and you've experienced enough to know that possibility is very much still there.
Yeah. And I do feel like it's sort of not luck, but it's good that I have gotten injured in a older age in the situation I'm in, because I sort of know where I need to be, and also getting back to skiing is maybe easier because I've done it a lot the last 15 years. So it's more about the mental thing, and if I dare to move into the right positions and wanting to tuck and wanting to be fast. Yeah. Those are the things that's still a question, but I got a feeling in Chile that it's not too bad. It's actually really fun to go fast, and it's fun to go tucking and trying to be, tighten up the line and be aggressive. I feel like that was always a question if I wanted to and if I dared to, and I feel like I am. So still It's a long way until the World Cup level. But I've tried it a little bit, and it feels really, really nice.
It's a long road, but at least you're on the road, and that's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
yay! Well, now we can get into the main part of the conversation, which we recorded back in the summertime.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining me. I love you.
Thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure. See you soon.
See you soon. See you soon on the other side of the world in LA in a hotel room doing podcast things.
But first, a word for our partner, the Share Winter Foundation.
I know firsthand that no athlete gets here alone. Champions don't rise without support, coaches and teammates, and a whole community behind them. That's why I'm so proud to support Share Winter Foundation. They're giving thousands of kids the chance to click into skis or strap on a snowboard for the first time ever. For these kids, it's not about medals. It's about confidence and belonging and a joy for being in the snow. Every athlete has people in their corner, and every kid should too. Learn more at sharewinterfoundation.org/mickgives. Is this technically a podcast if it's not going on a podcast place?
It's going to go on a podcast place.
I don't know if that's good. I don't think that's a good idea. I just want to lick. I just want to lick the microphone. I don't know why.
I don't know if this is a good idea. I don't know. I really don't think this is a good idea.
We're all good. We're cool, calm, and collected here in this joint. Well, we're here in California.
Yeah.
Because we needed to come for some sponsor work and decided to try to get in like 3 days of a mini vacation because you haven't been able to go on a vacation.
No.
For a long time. Mm-hmm. Since
last year.
A
year ago. Exactly a year ago, actually.
Yeah. And you haven't, like, when I say vacation, I don't mean like 2 weeks at a resort. I mean, like, you really haven't had a time to breathe. Period. True.
It's been time to breathe, but in a different way, kind of. You know, it's been a lot of weight, a lot of insecurity. And I also feel like I've been in a place that I felt comfortable being in that place, but I wanted to be somewhere else. And that's always a little bit of that's not vacation.
Yeah.
So going somewhere that I want to go with you and spend time with you and do other stuff, that's vacation.
Oh, you love me.
I do.
Me too. I love you.
Great.
I mean it. Yeah, but I mean, this last year for you has been a lot of hospital time. Mm-hmm. Do you want to give a little bit of an update on, or like an explanation to the people?
Yeah. What date is it now? It's like
July
13th something.
Yeah. July 13th.
Exactly a year ago, it was looking pretty good. Mm-hmm. Things were developing really well.
With your shoulder.
Yeah. And then 10 days into July, then, so 25th of July or something.
Yeah.
Then the infection actually really started to give me some troubles.
Yeah.
And then into the hospital and surgery after surgery.
Yeah.
Just to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And then since then, it's been in and out of hospital and on and off with antibiotics. And a lot of time spent in Innsbruck.
Don't forget to swallow there. Swallow your saliva, buddy.
No.
Take a little sip of water.
Yeah, I love talking about it, so that's why. No, a lot of time in Innsbruck.
Just kind of waiting.
Waiting for things to be
Waiting to
better.
settle down.
Yeah.
Waiting to finish the course of antibiotics.
Yeah, actually waiting until February where I could have my
surgery
again. Mm. And since the surgery, it's been quite
okay.
It's been difficult for sure. I mean, it's
a lot of patience.
questions asked and not so many answered received. So it's for me, it's like trying to just stay patient and do the work and grind.
Yeah.
A real grind.
Yeah.
But now, after a couple of months, with the brace and everything, then I could start move, and so much better for
the mind,
the head and the mindset, and
you can see progress now.
Yeah.
Even though it's like not maybe day to day, but week to week, and definitely now compared to 4 weeks or 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's a huge step, and it's also sort of giving me a little bit light in the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
To where I want to be. I know it's far away still. I need some more function in the shoulder to be able to ski downhill, but it's gonna be, at least I can see that it might be possible.
Yeah.
So that's a great feeling.
Do you know what kind of function you might be able to expect to get to?
It's really hard to know, but the doctors and the physios and everybody that I work with is telling me that it's going to take time, but I'll be able to use it for a everyday lifestyle for sure. And then we'll just have to see if I can use it for an athlete type of usage.
Yeah. But the best thing you can do for it to get full function is to actually train for a sport in a disciplined way like you are.
100%.
And that's the best way to make it stronger and get the best function out of it.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that's good in an athlete perspective, is that you have always the support and the people around you to actually get you there and do that little extra to be able to, when you have a surgery that you actually don't know what's going to be and how it's going to be, then it's good to have someone to really follow you.
So I think for people listening, it's probably helpful to know what you had repaired. Well, to go back, I guess, to the crash, not to the crash specifically, but at that time you had your leg repaired, and you had a few weeks later, was it?
Yeah, just I think just a couple, 4 or 5 days or
later
a week. Yeah.
was the shoulder, right?
Yeah.
And that was
This was January 23? No, 4. January 24.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah. What is today? We're July 2025. So it's January 2024,
exactly.
a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you started the process of recovery and rehab from that. So you were in a wheelchair for 8 weeks.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Approximately
Basically?
8. Yeah.
Approximately 8 weeks. And then that was the summer where the infection hit. And that undid like 80% of the original shoulder repair.
Yeah.
About. So you had some anchors were still attached. But the original repair was pretty much your entire rotator cuff needed to be reattached.
Yeah. So basically the arm was just hanging in the
Skin.
if you can.
You ripped your arm off.
Yeah. Basically.
So you had that all repaired, and then the infection undid about 80% of that. And then that was the process all of last summer into February this year, where you had that reconstructed.
So the reason for it to be that long in between when we discovered the infection
From July to February.
is that the infection was there. It was really aggressive, and we didn't really find the bacteria in the beginning, so we struggled with getting rid of it. And it went into the bone, and it kind of destroyed
the bone
structure and everything. So everything to be out and just wait.
Yeah.
And that's why 22nd of February was the date that I could go in and do the full repair again.
Right. Yes. So the repair this time was they took hamstring graft. And they took lower trap graft as well.
So they took the lower trap and dragged it in front and attached it with my semitendinosus, which is a hamstring muscle, and then attach it on it.
Yep.
and it's supposed to help me I can't do it now. I'm still working on that.
Everything forward and to the front side.
Yeah, so it's for me to help me to do this move, right?
Yep.
But
So
now
that
I'm
the
like-
idea for that is to help you be able to eventually raise your arm over your head. Mm-hmm. And where are you now?
I'm right here.
Yeah.
So-
And going out. That's good.
So it's getting a lot better.
Yeah.
But I'm still working on the muscle mind connection with everything that happens in the backside because I have to now. The lower trapezius has to do a different type of movement and move my arm in a different way that it's used to.
Yeah.
So I need to just work with that connection.
Yeah.
To be able to do this.
Help your muscles learn how to work in a new way.
Yeah, and everything
and
is
to
so
work
tight.
after
and,
over a year of not really working.
Yeah, for sure. And after being in a brace for so long and being passive for so long, everything in the front gets really tight, which is pulling the humerus out of position. So it's like jamming.
Yeah.
And that's why that's why I can't really lift it higher than this.
Yeah.
So this needs to be pulled from the muscles on the backside in the right position to be able to.
Yep.
It's complicated stuff.
So all of this is to get like function back in theory for life, but also in your mind for ski racing.
Yeah.
And you know what you're looking at in life is reaching the top shelf in the kitchen, or I don't know, making the bed, changing the linen, things like that.
Lifting babies.
Lifting babies, lifting children, lifting me.
Yeah, that too.
So, you know, sort of things that people, maybe things that people actually take for granted in life.
Yeah.
And skiing, I guess it's like, I don't know, just explain what maneuvers in skiing you need to be able to do in order to.
Yeah, so shoulder is not, everybody knows that shoulder is not a super important part of the body and when you're skiing.
Right.
But it is important for the balance, and balance is important for skiing. And when you get out of position, you want to be able to recover, right? So for me to do this move right now is not possible.
Yeah.
And if I then jump and then a little bit unbalanced and lean to one of the sides, then I won't be able to recover.
Right.
So then I'll crash again. So it's just, it needs to be taken step by step, and I needed to be good enough to do those recoveries that I do when I ski.
Yeah.
And that's like the main goal of the whole recovery process and the rehab. But we also need to be realistic in the whole thing and just take one step at a time.
I mean, the way that you are as a person, you take things really methodically. And I believe if this was anybody else, it would be more challenging even than it is for you, just because you have this understanding of your body. You know what it takes to get to the top in sport. You've done this for so many years with a really methodical approach to your training and your physical fitness, and you've never taken that for granted. I think from the outside, people kind of see like you're very strong and you've got big legs, and they think that just kind of somehow came naturally. But the fact is, when you were younger, you were tiny, right? You were skinny.
I was a little boy, yes.
You were a little boy.
Tiny
and
little boy.
This has come from, and you know, maybe there's some level of genetics that allows you to build muscle, but this has come from a lot of time in the gym and training over years.
Yeah, and also having focus on it. I feel like it's one thing is to focus on being fast on skis. I think that's everybody's focus. But having also focus on being strong and also doing that because you might crash. And it's kind of injury preventing to be strong and physical. And that's been one of my forces. I'd say that I have always been strong and sort of robust in a way. So when I crash, and I haven't had many injuries, and also I think that's because of my physique. And I think if I wasn't built like I am, then that crash in Wengen would be even worse.
Far worse.
And then also now the recovery after is way easier when you have a base that is good. So that's been very helpful. And also, I think that's also something that we need to focus on in our sport to build up our physique, so we can prevent more all the injuries we have, you know, with the knees and backs and everything, that we just focus on developing in that way. Because you see with the kids growing up these days, you know, they're so good on skis.
Yeah.
But then they forget that the body needs time to develop.
Yeah.
And build itself.
You need the foundation.
Yeah. So you need to build that foundation, and then to prevent all those injuries we have.
Yeah. And maybe you're not avoiding it entirely, but you're at least minimizing what injuries come from it.
Yeah.
Minimizing the risk. Because if it's, you know, it could be an ACL, but it maybe is, you know, ends up just being an MCL, or and there's just no way to totally predict what kind of injuries you're going to have. But
no, and I think it's a lot of it is a result of force, and that force will always be there. And the better the kids are skiing, the more force it will be.
Yeah,
you know, with icy surface, very aggressive equipment, and then not having that foundation, then it's going to go straight into your joints, right?
Yeah,
and that is an issue.
Yeah.
And we see knee injuries, back injuries in very young age.
And just like deterioration over time.
Yeah. And then if you want to keep on doing this for the rest of your life, then it's a pity to destroy that in a very young age.
Yeah.
Without having focus on building your foundation and focus on your body.
I feel like there's right now on the World Cup circuit, there are a few pretty big injuries from top level athletes. Petra, she's one that I've talked to before with her recovery from her knee injury. Federica had a crash in the springtime, and that's a big injury.
Yeah.
And at least what we know from all these athletes from you, it's everybody's trying to make their way back to the sport. But I wondered if you could just explain your mentality behind why you want to return. You know, where does, I guess, maybe the motivation come from, but also what's the reasoning behind it?
I feel like for me, it's to show myself, first of all, show myself that I got through it. It's been a big challenge, probably the biggest challenge I've had. And to actually be able to come back and look back at what I've been through and say, hey, I got through that. And show resilience and just be proud of myself. That's the first thing. And also, it's boring not to ski. It's really boring to be on the sideline. And I miss like the world where you're just traveling with your sort of your best friends and your teammates and your team, and then the only focus you have and the purpose you have is to be the fastest in the world. So it's way better than working on trying to use your shoulder, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And you know it too.
Yeah.
With racing, you always tell me like racing is a part of it, but you love the process and you love training and trying to get better. And when you're on the sideline, you don't get anything of that.
Yeah.
So it's that's something that I really look forward to.
Yeah.
Just being.
And it's just around the corner.
Yeah, it is. Hopefully.
Yeah. Step by step.
Step by step.
But when you look at the grand scheme of where you've been in the last year and a half,
yeah,
getting back to some of those days where you're with your teammates and you're on the hill and you're practicing and you're improving, and that is really just around the corner.
Yeah. And I also think that what I've had as a mentality is like thinking about everything within the sport and being a top athlete is that what I do now is everything's a bonus. Because I know I can't take for granted for me to be back here where I am and to be able to, you know, actually go over to Chile, actually go to Solden, actually go to Copper and ski and do the normal things. Because that was a year ago, that was so out of the picture.
Yeah.
So everything is a bonus, and that makes it a lot easier for my mentality to just keep calm and do my work.
Yeah.
And then in the end, if I win, that's awesome. But That's not the most important thing.
No, doing the thing that you're passionate about.
Yeah.
I know you don't want to talk about this.
That's good. That's fine. I can do that.
I guess what weighs more on your mind? The crash or the infection?
I feel like the thing that got me the most was actually the crash itself is fine because that's a part of the game. I was sort of not ready for it, but I was kind of ready for it. All the skiers are because it's a part of the game. But the infection, that was more like a scary thing, because it's something that's so uncontrollable, and it just came out of the blue, kind of. I felt like I did everything right, and then suddenly you're just like, schmack. So that was bad, and that's been like also my mind after the last surgery. Probably every day. And just like feeling that, okay, is the infection back?
Yeah.
Is it gone? It's just always sort of just poking me in the side saying like, I'm here.
Yeah.
So it's been kind of hard to, especially if I do like something new in training. I have more load. I start working out normally. Then
and you get sore from working out.
Yeah.
Then you feel soreness in your shoulder.
Yeah. You get some fluid in there maybe, which is very normal in a rehab. But I always think about that fluid being infection.
Right.
And that is not a good feeling.
No.
So that's why I get those call it a panic attack.
Yeah.
Which it is, I guess, where I wake up in the middle of the night. They're just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It's back.
Yeah, that was the other.
And then we're just like, Mikaela?
The other night for us, it was 2 a.m. Also with jet lag. You know, there were so many things your body's recovering from. Travel. This is, one of the first times you've really traveled across the Atlantic again.
Yeah,
right?
like a long travel.
Long travel and
with jet
training
lag
with jet lag, with training, with everything.
And this kind of also one thing is it's kind of similar to a year ago.
It's a similar time period. It's a similar phase in where you are in your recovery, sort of. And he woke up and he's like, doesn't really say anything. He just goes, the infection's back. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? He's like, no, the infection's back. I know, I can just feel it. I just know. And he's looking at his watch and he's seeing like his stress levels. And this was all measuring all the biometrics and all the things. And he's just like reading into it. But the thing is, when this happened last year, everybody said, for a couple of days at least, everybody was like, this is a normal part of the process. Your shoulder's not quite strong enough and you're pushing it. And you said it too.
I was just like, this is just
normal
a part
pain
of it.
to have. And it really wasn't until like the 11th hour that it was like, let's just try some images. Let's just, take a sample of the fluid in there and see what's up. And I was like, oh, you're like several hours from being entirely septic. So we need to wash this out. So it was such a extreme way to go through that.
Yeah.
But a lot of the signs that led to it are similar signs to, it's just normal symptoms of what you are going through. But so when you said that to me, I was like, I'm taking this seriously. I'm not saying, oh, maybe it's just the flu. Maybe you just have a fever.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to figure this out. We can't do anything about it at 1 a.m. But we can go to a clinic and get a blood test tomorrow. There's so many things we can do. Now we know it.
Yeah, you were great. You were calming me down.
I was like, okay, let me look up.
I was just like,
Laguna Beach urgent care.
Just like,
he was breathing. I mean,
bad.
Yeah, it was.
And
it's scary.
I had that same situation a little bit, like a couple of weeks before that again.
Yeah.
I was in in Stuttgart for a sponsor thing. And then I woke up, just like middle of the night, just like, oh, it's sore.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
And you were hot in that room, right?
Yeah.
It was like
feeling, and I did the same thing.
And
I looked at my watch and you saw the stress level,
Yeah.
like
your body's working.
Yeah. So I'm scarred. I'm a little bit scarred from history with the whole thing. And I think it's just a part of the process. And I think also it's good to sort of just embrace it.
Yeah.
Take it serious.
Yeah.
Do the things you have to do. And then when it happens, try to remember what happened, how you felt and how you dealt with it.
Yeah.
So when it happens again, maybe I'm going to tackle it a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit of a more than understanding of it. And then if I feel like it's sore, then probably just breathe for a minute and then go back to sleep.
Yeah. I mean, each time you get those kind of flashes or these moments where you feel like you are where you were a year ago, and if it happens again, hopefully it doesn't.
No.
But every time you do that, it's like exposure. It's this exposure therapy. It's like, oh, this is a situation that's reminding me of what it was. And I guess it's like, just try to find the little things that are different. Like you touch your shoulder, it wasn't warm.
No.
And last year it was.
Yeah.
You know, you could tell that your shoulder was working specifically. And though, like, try to point out the little signs and things.
Yeah. I think that's super important. And also remembering the feeling. I think that's probably the most important thing.
Yeah.
And
you woke up in the morning, you felt so much better.
Yeah. Then I was just like, okay, this is all good.
Yeah. And that wasn't the case a year ago.
Yeah. And then I think about myself just like, why did I make such a drama? And I was just like,
it wasn't that big of a drama though. It was 20 minutes where it was like, okay, let's make a plan. We'll tackle this in the morning when the world wakes up.
Yeah.
You called your doctor back home.
I did.
Thankful for time difference, honestly.
And thankful for his availability. I mean, it's so that's the great thing about having good support, and
knowing that people take you seriously.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, I think it's important that you do talk about it when those things happen.
Yeah.
And I guess one of the reasons why it's not comfortable to talk about, but why I want you to talk about it now, it's also for people to see, because the world sees you as this incredible, positive person, a strong, athletic force, and that, like, nothing can take you down. But the fact is there's fear within that too.
For sure.
You just have like an incredible way to take things on and worry about what you can control, and you kind of let things that you can't control out of it.
Yeah, it can be it's sort of a little bit of like last year we learned from that. I was probably too positive in the situation where I should be more critical. So I don't want to do the same mistake again. That's why I'm taking this situation very serious and sort of trying to just understand what I can do right there and then.
Yeah.
And that's why I react in that way. And also that's why I think it's very important to learn from it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to do it again.
Right.
And when we talk about fear, I feel like it's we both experience things that is sort of making us react to things.
There's a reason to be afraid of something.
Yeah.
You don't want to be in pain.
No.
You don't
want to experience things that's like very
unpleasant
and sort of scary more than once.
Yeah.
Or actually ever. So, and both of us have that experience. Yeah. And also you, when you crashed first in Cortina. Yeah. And the way you got up on your feet, just got going, won the next race, and things were just rolling.
Yeah.
But you never had time to really process it, right?
Right.
And also when you crash again now, feeling like real pain, and then trying to get back in the same sort of rhythm that you did after Cortina. And it was tougher.
Yeah.
It's also because of the history of what happened, right?
Yeah. And
you also felt that fear, and you were talking about PTSD being a thing.
Yeah.
I feel like it goes hand in hand, and call it what you want, but I feel like it's all what happens sort of affect your reaction.
It's a response to a history of trauma.
Yeah. And it's super hard to control. And that's what I feel like with this infection as well. It's like, it's so hard for me to control it because you never know what's happening in your body. And it's the same with you.
Yeah.
When
It's almost with athletes. I think that's one of the things that most athletes are most afraid of is the things that they can't control, because pain is sort of a daily experience on some level or another. And then once you're in it, you're like, well, it's just happening now. You're not afraid of the pain when you're feeling it. You're just feeling it.
Yeah.
But not knowing how to take the next step forward is a really scary place to be.
100%. I have one example from my own career where I did one thing. So this was in Camaraderie race in Kitzbühel, where I almost crashed
Yeah.
in the nets. And I came to the finish. I was just like, oh, that was really tough. And I remember talking to you in the evening, just saying like, I don't know if I want to race tomorrow.
I was like, well, I would prefer if you didn't. maybe you don't.
Yeah.
But that's when you said, well, I'm just gonna see how I feel in the morning.
Yeah.
Wake up, and I could ski it, like, not ski it easy because you can't ski the Hahnenkamm easy,
No.
but I'm gonna just ski it down. Like, I'm just gonna ski well. I'm just gonna focus on good skiing.
And then I was focusing on the plan.
Yeah.
I was focusing on what can I do to prevent that happening again.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit the similar thing that with the shoulder, what can I do? Learning from what I did. What can I do better next time?
It's like you were almost like trying not to win maybe not trying not to win the race, but you were trying not to do anything about the result, just trying to ski the course and the hill
As planned.
just the best possible way as planned.
Yeah, 100%. And then I remember waking
You were
up
just
that
like
morning.
1.75 ahead of everyone at some point. I think I remember the split, and I was like, he's literally flying. Like, I thought he was
Yeah.
going to take it easy.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny because that's when you understand, like, what should I say? Like, when you experience something like this, the worst thing you can do is to not try again. That's how I feel, at least.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's super important to just jump into it again.
Yeah.
But have a good plan about it. Like,
Yeah.
just know exactly what you want to do and take it step by step.
Yeah. The plan is the important part. And it's like, after a bad race, like, look at the video.
Yeah.
Make a plan for what you can do to address the things you didn't do well, what you want to do better.
Yeah.
You'll sleep better that night. You'll go back out for training the next day, and you'll start executing that plan.
Yeah.
And if you have a race where you have a crash, near catastrophe experience, you were like, okay, this is what I'm going to do differently tomorrow from what I felt today.
Yeah.
And without even knowing it, you sort of analyzed what many people would have chalked up to as like, well, it's a Hahnenkamm, it's a high risk environment. Like, these things happen. We're all pushing to the edge. Like, you just got to go for it and do it. And I think most athletes would have taken that approach and either not skied the next day or tried to ski the next day, and probably would have skied scared.
Yeah.
Because they didn't really, they just said like, oh, well, that happens. But
Yeah.
you said, what could I adjust to, like, take the day on and maybe do a little bit of a better job? Not a better job for the result, but a better job for you.
Yeah. Yeah. And that usually works. I mean, it sounds very easy. But when you actually put it into a structure kind of planning with your coaches, with yourself, then it's not too complicated either.
Yeah.
So it's like, I remember talking to my coach saying, like, waking up that morning, came down to do breakfast, looked out the window, and it was like, the weather was just like, not so good. So I was just like, to Peter, just, maybe it's going to get canceled. Maybe we hope it's going to get canceled.
Maybe please, can it be canceled?
Can it oh, and it's not often I have that feeling.
Yeah.
But then he said to me, it was really good. He said to me, just like, we just make a good plan. And we just focus on that one place that you skied really well the whole course, but just one turn we need to just adjust a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you're all good.
Yeah.
And you'll manage. And so we did, and then it went well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the whole meaning about this is like, people to, when you experience something,
Learn
from it, adjust, and then try again.
Yeah.
It's so easy to just put it in a box and then never see it again.
Yeah.
But then it comes at you when you can't control it.
Yeah, when you least expect
and
it.
then it's 10 times worse again. And that's like, yeah, you want to avoid that.
Yeah, learning from experiences, especially bad experiences, is one of the hardest things to do.
Yeah.
And one of the most important things to do.
Yeah.
And even at a professional level, top athletes in sport, I feel like we see it all the time. There's so many excuses about why things don't go well. And a lot of these sort of the reasons why are valid. But at the same time, I just think every athlete, every person needs to be sort of have the individual ownership over, you know, all the different factors that didn't go well and whatever role they had to play in it. Whatever, it could be just so small. It could be simple as a mentality, just like a mind check. You know, what was motivating you that day? Was it winning? Was it skiing well? And like just kind of checking your premises, your moral standards or your moral compass again.
Yeah.
And making sure you're on point there, because there are so many things that happen as professionals. You just assume that we're all doing everything we can, but we're not always. And sometimes you need to go to that uncomfortable place.
Yeah.
Evaluate what you've done.
Yeah. Out of the comfort zone.
And you can adjust that. Yeah. It's just too easy to say in ski racing, it's a hard sport. And you've talked about such fine margins, and it's too easy to just say, you know, oh, that happens.
Yeah. Because it doesn't just happen.
Yeah.
It's like you can control a lot of things with your results and what happens in your sport. I feel like it's really admiring actually to watch you. There's a reason you have 101 wins, because every day is like you just do the work, and then Google Sheets is your best friend because you have plans.
Google Calendar, planning all of the time.
Seriously though, but that's one of the things that's the reason, or one of the reasons, that you can deliver race after race after race, because you don't skip a beat. You just keep on going and progress and make sure that you have control over the situations you can't control. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Don't you agree though?
Mic drop. I agree. I do agree.
Mic drop.
Yeah. Raise that arm and drop the mic. We can just pump the brakes on the deep conversation now.
Yes.
Something that everybody always wants to know about our relationship is how we do it. Not how we do it, but
okay. Yeah. Okay.
PG, keep it PG. But no, how we have a relationship when we're not together that much. People ask all the time when I'm posting on Instagram or anything. It's like, where's Alex?
Yeah.
Is he taking the photo? Where is he? Why aren't you mentioning him? Are you guys not together anymore?
Yeah.
Like, talk about Alex more.
And people have like conversations in the comment field
on the comment about how we don't
just like, yeah, I haven't seen them in a while together, and then just like, okay, they're probably not together.
It's funny to read all the insights that people have about our relationship, and just in like aggressive. Some people get aggressive, and honestly, a lot of people, I don't know if they do this for you, but a lot of people tell me it's time for you to retire. Just go be with Alex.
Yeah, and have kids.
Yeah, and I'm like,
yeah.
Trust me, that is really enticing.
Yeah.
But we're not done here. And like,
we're not done. For sure not.
This is what we're doing for now. We're pretty good at it. Why is that? Do you just not actually like me?
No.
No, I'm kidding.
I think it's just about priority. And I would love to prioritize being with you all the time. But I also know that this part the sport that we do and this part of life is like, it's kind of limited.
Yeah. It's temporary.
It's very temporary. And I know that when we're retired, we can do all of that later. But then also, I remember you told me when we started talking about this, like it being tough, because we have talked about it being tough. Then you told me like we should just, just live in the moment and try to enjoy what we do, because it's actually pretty cool. It's really easy.
I said that?
Yeah, you said that.
Doesn't sound like me.
You actually did. I'm a little bit surprised as well. I'm kidding.
Okay. All right. Well, I said that.
Yeah.
Kudos to me.
No, but that's
Cheers for that.
It's spot on, because it's so easy to think that it's greener on the other side, which you always think, and then you're just like, well, we do this for a reason. We did this the past 20 years. So why should it change anything when you find someone?
Yeah.
That's wrong, I think.
Yeah.
We can still do our passion and what we want to do, but we can do it together and make it even better.
We can be like independent together.
And the distance is one thing. I feel like that's just how it is, and we're both really used to it, because we've been traveling since we were 12.
Yeah.
And being apart from people you love is sort of part of the game.
Unfortunately, part of it for now.
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to be weird when we're together more?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting that answer.
No. I think of course it's going to be, it's not going to be weird. It's going to be different.
Yeah.
And I just think it's going to be a lot of fun, though. That's the first thing I think about.
Yeah.
Because when we're together, we're having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And that's also why we miss it when we're not together.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing to think about, but it's also sort of hard to experience.
Yeah. I mean, right now I have this like internal clock ticking for the next 40 hours.
It started a couple days ago.
Yeah, it did. It started like a week ago, where I'm like, oh, now we're going to California, and like, okay, we still have more than a week together, but now the clock starts, and like,
yeah,
and we'll be apart.
It's another 2 months until we see each other. So
and
it's
so
like,
much of that time, you're just literally just sleeping, like,
I'm working out
and working out and doing sponsor events and things that are really fun and really great. We can do it together.
Yeah.
Oakley.
And that's a bonus that we can do it together, actually.
Yeah.
Being on this Oakley thing. Also, when we meet again, then it's like Atomic Media Day. And we're lucky to have these
couple shared sponsors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where we can sort of just feel like we're close to each other, at least.
Yeah.
That's nice. But I definitely have a yucky feeling.
Yeah.
Right now.
It is, because it is long until we get to spend time together again.
But we're not talking about deep things right now. We're talking about cheerful, joyous things.
Yeah.
Like, how was Oakley?
That was fun.
We got these new glasses. We got the Meta glasses.
Yes, we did.
They're super duper snazzy. And there's going to be more options coming out, more aesthetic options. But honestly, I feel like the style is super cool.
And it's really cool because it's for us when we're carrying skis. And
she's on. Why are you on?
What is she saying?
Why is it green? Meta? What are you doing?
Battery 67%.
Oh, her battery's 67%.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks for the info.
Go to sleep. I still don't totally know how to use it.
Me either.
But they're super cool. And that was fun.
That was really fun.
So we were there. We were actually in California. One of the main reasons we came was for the Oakley Athletes Conclave, celebrating the 50th anniversary of the company. So the last 3 days basically led up to last night, which was the 50th anniversary party. And we spent a bunch of time with a bunch of different Oakley athletes over the last days. Oksana Masters, Justin Jefferson.
We had Matilda Grenat was there.
Yeah.
So I thought it was really cool. And when you gather not too many athletes, but you have some
like
athletes, and then you can actually have time to get to talk to them, get to know them, get to listen to their stories, the way they, do their sports, and also the way they live their lives. It's really cool. And
Oakley's really about this idea of like building the future and creating the future, not predicting it, not waiting for it, but really trying to like dive into the future. And you see a lot of this sort of futuristic vibe with a company and trying to take experiences you've learned from the past and the history of a company, the history of life, the history that we all have and what we've learned from, and take that into where you are now and then build on that for what's to come and really create what's to come. So it's trying to
and
drive brands forward.
inspiring the next generation, which I find really cool, because that's actually what it's all about.
And probably part of the reasons why Oakley's so keen on having strong athlete partnerships is because athletes are a really direct connection with inspiring the next generation.
Yeah. And then also the people that's been in the company for so long, they're all in the same mindset, like talking to Mark Cavendish and Otto and they're all, great people and they have sort of the same mentality where they really, really enjoy what they're doing and what they did. And also you can see now how they connect with people. And I think it goes kind of hand in hand.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to be a part of that.
And every athlete there had the same perspective of like gratitude, just so grateful for where they are, opportunities they've had, grateful for adversity, grateful for all the lessons they've learned that have gone to this point and everything they want to do in the future. And so it was a cool group to be around.
Really cool.
We've both had several lines of signature sunglasses and signature goggle lines with Oakley, and they've been so cool. Every single one of them.
And the cool thing about it is like they ask you how you want it to look.
Yeah.
So you're
part of the design element.
Yeah, you can
colorways and
control everything.
Inspiration. And one of mine a couple years ago was like, I just really love the power of like specifically of eagles. That's super cool for me. And my dad's ring he got to replace his wedding ring for his, I think it was his 25th anniversary, was something they got he and my mom got in Santa Fe, and it had all of these different, it has all these different engravings on it, and the front and center is an eagle. And anyway, it was just this like meaningful thing for me. And so they built out these really cool goggle strap with these wings, like
it's cool,
spread out in just a different way than what you would think of it. I was like, I really want like to emphasize the feathers somehow, not like the full eagle, but just somehow the feathers,
the wings, and
And I just feel like they do such a good job taking all this input into mind and then building something
on paper and just
building something that looks good on a goggle strap, which is not actually that easy to do.
No,
like building something that looks good on fabric.
Yeah.
It's kind of tough.
They're experienced and they know what colorways fit well, and also with our sport, with snow and winter and the coldness and it's
so anyway, if anybody wants to check out our signature line, you can just go to oakley.com for that. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
One more thing. Can you just say, yes, we're going to get married?
People,
Aleks, let me actually gonna happen.
Let me tell you, the people want to know, when is the wedding?
Yeah.
We're going to get married, guys. Calm down.
100%.
It's going to happen. There's just like a couple things that are going on right now. Like,
that's actually what we also talked about. The first thing you
said to me, you asked, and then you said,
I asked you.
There's no rush. There's no stress.
We don't have to do this now. I just know you're the woman of my life, and that's gonna happen.
You saw my mind, my wheels
You're just like, okay,
start turning.
Planning, the Google planning, just like, okay, this is not fitting into my calendar right now. So we gotta wait a little bit. I say yes, but we gotta wait.
Yeah,
I saw that going. I was just like, don't worry about it. It doesn't happen. Doesn't have to happen right now.
But then it's like over time, there's just little things that come up in my mind that I'm like, oh, I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited about that. So it's not that we're in a planning phase, but we're in this like weird sort of stage of like, ooh, this could be really cool. Or this could be super fun.
Exactly.
And just figuring out what we want, but not on a time.
Yeah.
Not a time schedule.
Yeah. I know there's this unwritten rule. You have to do it a year within the next, after the engagement or whatever.
Yeah.
I
didn't know that was an unwritten rule.
I don't think so either. I'm not sure actually. I just
No,
heard it somewhere.
I actually have heard that too.
I've heard it.
People say if you don't get married within 2 years, then you're not going to do it.
We're gonna have to listen to that.
F you. Watch us.
Yeah.
Another shared sponsor we have is Atomic.
Yes.
Skis, which I've been on Atomic since I was 12.
I've been a little bit on and off, but I started on Atomic when I was 12 as well.
Yeah.
And then it's been
So we've both
Atomic
been
since.
skiing with Atomic, skis, boost bindings for a long time. The company's amazing. It's like a family.
Yeah,
It
it is.
really is like a family.
Yeah.
What is...
It's driven by passion. And you can see that everybody that works there is just, they want to make fast skis.
Yeah.
And they want to work with athletes to make that happen.
Yeah.
So it's so fun and great people.
Do you have any like stories or something? Like a specific... Do you have a... Avocado.
We're not going there. Okay.
Do you have any stories?
From Atomic specifically,
Yeah.
with
Like,
you,
could
us,
be anything.
the time when I asked you out for dinner and you said we just had dinner.
Should we talk about that story?
Come on, do
So
it.
we met in Chile like 10 years ago. And flash forward to the Atomic Media Day, which happens every year in October. We met again and had this dinner where you and I were the only athletes to arrive the night before the media day happened. So you and my mom and my agent and I had dinner together, just the four of us. It was a nice time and it was chill and whatever. And like a little bit awkward, maybe. Was it?
Yeah, well, no, I didn't find it awkward. It's the reason I asked you out again.
Okay, so we had this dinner and then we did the Atomic Media Day and I was like, is this guy interested in me? I don't know. I did not have a boyfriend at the time.
We were still pretty young,
You didn't
right?
have a girlfriend at the time. Yeah, we were young. I don't know how old I was.
You were probably 20, maybe just
Something like
20.
that.
And
Yeah.
I was like 23.
Yeah. So I specifically remember that we went into Atomic the next day and all the athletes were there and it's really intimidating. This was I don't know, maybe it was my fourth Atomic Media Day and I just scared in social situations. I had not really come out of my shell at all at that point. And so I sat in the back of the room just away from all the people and everybody's just like yapping in German. In like Austrian dialect German. And I'm just sitting there like, I don't know what's happening. And then you walk into the room and you just swag your way on back to the back row and sit right down next to me. And I'm like,
How are you?
you were,
I'm Alexander. How are you doing?
I'm Aleksander Aamodt Kilde. How are you?
No, we met before that.
We met before that, yeah. But anyway, that stuck out in my mind. Like, what? Why are you sitting next to me? This is scary. Anyway, yeah. Later that night or whatever, we were all leaving, and you're like, "So when are we gonna have dinner again?" And I said, "We already had dinner." This was on Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, and I was just like,
Oh, we already had dinner.
Rejected.
You just talked to me for like 6
Thrown in the
years.
trash right away, and I was just like, whoa, she's long gone. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna
I
happen
thought I
ever.
was flirting. The whole time I thought I was flirting. I thought you ghosted me.
Yeah,
It's a story of resilience, this relationship.
it really is.
That was probably
Almost
9
years ago.
The rest is history.
The rest is history until this exact point. Everything else that's
I'm
happened
having a
before
great
is
time.
history. You're having a great time with me or
Yes,
in life?
just with you.
With me. We do have a lot of fun.
We do.
Or sometimes in the middle, just like when we're going to sleep at night, we'll just start laughing. Why do we do that?
Because your laugh is hilarious.
But why does
I
it
laugh
start?
at your laugh, and then you laugh at
Sometimes
my laugh,
I just
and then
stare
we
at you
can't
and
stop.
you know that I'm staring at you. And so you'll be like sleeping and then you'll start to smile and then I start to laugh. And then you do this unbelievable, like it's like a herring cackle. You just like, and then I laugh outrageous. I can't breathe. And you laugh harder.
Yeah, that's funny.
And it comes from literally nothing.
Yeah, it does.
It's a great time. At least one big belly laugh per day
Yeah,
is the best medicine.
it's important.
So that's
Do you
that.
do you have a story from Atomic, like a specific one? Other than that, you just told me, us, everybody.
Team Atomic for the World
Team combined?
Championship team combined
That was cool.
this past year was pretty cool.
Also because
Breezy and
of,
I have both been on Atomic since we were both 12, potentially slightly before for her. So that was really cool to bring things around. And we've met
so
over
fun.
the years, Whistler Cup and Topolino, and then obviously now on the Stifel US ski team. And it's just, it was cool to bring the Atomic team together and get a gold.
That was awesome.
That was fun.
It was so fun to watch.
her for that because
Yeah, she was crushing it.
she was
you
carrying
were
the
too.
team there.
And I was just like, I remember we were talking and you were nervous.
No, I was
You
freaking out.
were-
I
you
have
were
not
so
been that
nervous.
nervous for really any races.
Also because in that state of your career and also last year was tough for you mentally with the everything
I mean,
you
I went
through
in to
and-
do that team combined and I was like, I shouldn't be doing this. I'm not totally sure that I'm prepared
No, you
to
told
be
me
racing.
you were not going to do it.
I
because
wasn't
of-
going to do it.
No.
And then I couldn't do the GS because I wasn't prepared to do that. So then, the team combined became sort of an option. And oh my gosh, I was really nervous. And I wanted to do it justice. And Breezy had just won the downhill. So I was like, I'm going to be the weak link here. But the hardest part of that is everybody thinks that I'm Breezy's downhill world champion. And everybody thinks that I'm the one who's going to still be like the ringer in this because of my history. But I'm not in a position to be winning medals this world championships. I'm returning from injury. Like, I don't even know what's happening and I don't feel confident and I don't feel like I'm skiing well. And Breezy was just so settled and so chill and so supportive through that whole thing, and was like, the reason that I felt it was possible to give it a go was because she's like, well, this sport is pretty fun if you let it be.
For sure.
And
You guys
it's really
crushed it.
not about the she was kind of like, I actually kind of got what I came for, so no pressure.
And I remember actually a couple of years ago that team combined was sort of with Fizz were talking about it, and Breezy was sending you a message.
Yeah.
I really want to do the team combined with you.
Yeah.
I want to win a medal with you. And
Yeah.
then you were just like, that would be so cool. And then sort of a full circle, right?
Yeah.
Starting together on Atomic and then going through Topolino
Yeah.
and then skiing on Atomics
Yeah.
forever. And
Yeah,
then
that
just
was cool. I mean, in the end, you
boom,
don't know what
together
your
on top of
pairing is
the
going to
podium.
be. So you're like, well, it's just we're going to line it up with, the best in downhill and the best in slalom. And you don't know who that's going to be. And Breezy just turned it on at that exact point in the season, started getting podiums, won the downhill. And it was like, well, you are now the best downhill skier. And like, this just kind of fed into, I don't know, it like manifested.
That's cool.
So it was really cool. And it does, that's actually one thing that is getting me excited for the Olympics next year, because probably the only thing that's getting me excited at this point for Cortina next year is the thought of being able to experience something similar in that camaraderie vibe with
cool.
team combined. If it works out that way, it just would be amazing, because everything else pretty much just gives me nightmares at this point.
Yeah.
I'm actively working on that with my psychologist. So don't worry, guys. We'll figure it
I'll
out.
crush it. We got your back.
And with you do
We got your back.
You're very supportive of me.
Thank you.
You do a great job helping me reset my mind.
Likewise.
Well,
Good
I'll
team.
book you a blood test anytime.
Thank you. I probably need one now after this session. I'm feeling the infection a little bit.
Thanks for listening to our first official podcast episode. And special shout out to Petra Flova, who kind of inspired this whole thing, because sitting down with her in Ushuaia last year was just a wonderful experience to just chat. And so I'm just want to give her a shout out there, because we've been top competitors for a very long time, but being able to sit down and just shoot the shit was really great and got me thinking this would be fun to do with more athletes. And special shout out to Aleksander Aamodt Kilde.
Väldigt bra.
Väldigt bra. We'll do a separate episode on my Norwegian, update people on how that's going.
That's great. Awesome.
Yeah. So
Maybe
thank
we can
you.
do a podcast in Norwegian one day.
Let's just take it step by step.
That was a joke. We don't need to do that.
So I'm going to have nightmares about it.
Yeah. But thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks.
Appreciate
That was so
appreciate
fun.
it.
Let's go have dinner now.
Yes.
Let's throw
What
away
do
the
you want?
microphones
Sushi?
and make out a little
Mexican?
bit.
What?
What? I want
Copy that.
sushi. There's sushi downstairs. You know this. This is our plan.
Mexican?
Sushi. The sushi is open through tonight. And then tomorrow we
again.
can have Mexican. Tomorrow we'll have Mexican.
Okay.
Tonight
Mexican?
is sushi.
Okay. Mexican.
We're going to edit this, right?
No, we're just gonna go for it.
Oh, no, you're live.
Yes. Great.
Max is actually working.
He's so on it. He's
Max is
just
actually focused.
adjusting because we're moving like this on the mic. So he's just like, he's just like, whoa.
We laugh
Gotta
really
turn it up
hard.
and out.
When we laugh so hard, you're like, ooh, it's loud in my ear.
Just sitting there controlling. Good.
Oh, okay.
Stay stable.
So I do want to say a special thank you to Ron and Stifel for supporting this podcast. And we're just kind of just starting it out. So I don't really know what this is going to turn into. But I'm so happy that you're my first official guest.
Happy to be your guest.
First official guest.
Thank you for having me.
My darling. Wow, you just seem so happy to be here.
I love it. I do love it.
Okay.
I'm happy you want me in your podcast.
Okay, thank you. No, but we wouldn't be doing this podcast without support of especially Ron, Stifel, US Ski and Snowboard. So I'm very excited to start this journey, and we'll see what it leads to.